Hey guys, my name's Justin, and I just did a little restoration to my driveway. So the wife's been commenting a lot that the driveway's starting to look a little bit sad. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool video to just show how I plan about cleaning it up a little bit. Basically do 4 things. I'm gonna weed it, I'm gonna power wash it, I'm gonna resand it, and then I'm going to go over it with a sealer. So not too bad. It's definitely pretty sun faded. You'll see, got some weeds coming in. Here it's starting to drop, getting some cracks in it. And then here's where all the rain hits it. This is where it's starting to get a little green and where I really want to get the pressure washer on it. And then once we start getting to the front door, all this stuff in between should wash out. Green coloring. So it's definitely not too bad. Here, over here, some green. But just time for a little TLC. So I'm first gonna weed it. Just gonna use a little gardening tool to weed. Then go over it with a layer of this weed killer. The next step is gonna be I'm gonna power wash it. I'll show you my power washer that I rented. Then I'm gonna apply a layer of this perma-sand. It's pretty neat stuff. You pour it in the cracks, fill it with water, and it hardens to keep all your blocks from moving. You just spread it around the cracks and you kind of push it over with a push broom. And then for extra kicks, I'm gonna go over it with this sealer. It just kind of keeps everything locked up. These pavers that I have are super porous and they'll get dirty really quick. So if you fill it in with a sealer, it'll keep them looking nicer longer. And then this is just a liquid. You just put it in a pan and spray it over, roll it with almost like you would paint. I'm just gonna use a paint roller. And I got some gloves and some knee guards for weeding. Weeding done. Step 2, power wash. So now that the power washing is done and everything is still wet, I'm gonna go over it with a layer of this weed killer. It's a pretty cool body. You just pop a hose to the back side of this, pull this lever down, and the water comes through and mixes with the chemicals, and it sprays out, and you just kind of spray a mist over everything, and it's supposed to stop any future weeds from growing. So now that the power washing is done and the spraying is done, I need it all to dry before I start sprinkling my sand on. Now that everything's dry, I'm just gonna basically take this cup, scoop up sand, and just kind of sprinkle it in all the cracks. You just want to sweep it in until all the cracks are full. You want to try to get as much off the top as you can, because afterwards you spray it with a hose and it gets wet, and whenever it sticks to the top, it's going to be all clumpy. Just go through the whole thing until it looks pretty much like that. And you just keep taking the pile and sweeping it. And once you find a big crack, you just go over it a couple times until that crack looks full. And you just keep pushing your pile all the way around until all your cracks are full. I'll tell you too, you always end up with more than you think. I stopped like halfway through, and now I'm towards the end here, and I'm starting to get a big pile here, and I'm just gonna have to push in the grass, I guess. So it goes further than you think it does. Now all the sand is in. I'm gonna go over it again and just make sure I have no dust on top. Once that dust gets wet, it gets hard. So you wanna make sure your surface is totally clean. Now that I got my surface totally clean, I'm just gonna wet it. this to dry before I can do my final step, which is to roll on a layer of sealant. But I need this to dry. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna do is just roll on this sealer. Nothing fancy, I picked it up at Home Depot. I'm just gonna basically pour it into the tray and roll it on just like I would paint. And you roll it on right like that. Easy peasy. And you just start spreading it around until it kind of looks like that. See, that's dry, that's wet. You gotta see, Mom, this is stuff not for babies. I know, I know. So yeah, way better. Remember, this was all black. All my cracks are filled in. See, these are all big cracks right here, and you can't even tell now. All the same color, no green. No black mold all in here. That sealer actually came out really nice. It's like a wet look. It's a little dark. But wow, night and day.